Hey, welcome to Common Grounds USA. I'm here with the co-founder of the Coffee Party, Annabel Park, who took time out of her very busy schedule to be with us today. Thank you very much, Annabel.
Thanks for being here.
Well, how do you like Arizona so far, weather-wise?
Oh, it's a bit hot.
I was going to say, but, coming from the East Coast, the humidity thing, is it a different type of heat?
This really feels like I'm in an oven.
I always thought it'd be more like a microwave, because the oven has like a wet heat, and this is like a dry, just sucks the juice right out of you there. But a quick question there. I noticed you're here. Now, you like to talk about your project you're here, and why you're here today?
Yeah, actually, I'm here because I'm shooting.
Beautiful.
I'm shooting this production of the training course. We got hired to shoot a training, like a week-long training.
Okay.
Of a group that they're doing voter engagement.
Wow.
And part of their training involves working with immigrants.
Wow.
So I'm here to shoot that, and then I just decided to come to the rally and check it out.
That's a beautiful thing that you're doing, because that's the one thing we need is more voter engagement. Because sitting around talking about it, going in the web chat rooms, that's kind of anonymous. But actually having people going to the polls and doing their thing is what empowers America. So exactly. So also, how is your coffee party now? You're about 4 or 5 months into it. How's that feel?
It's good. I mean, it's challenging.
Yes.
To turn kind of an online phenomenon into an organization that has many chapters.
Exactly.
It's really challenging, and especially because people want different things.
Right.
And I would say that there's like 3 groups. Like one group really wants to focus on civility.
Right.
Another group is much more focused on like challenging, the right wing and the Tea Party. And the other group, I would say, is trying to figure out how to be effective overall. So going from discussion to being effective citizens. So there are 3 different groups, I think. But it's interesting that even though they could go off in all different directions, I feel like we're sort of somehow moving kind of slowly in a direction. Yeah.
Okay. And one last thing, I get you back to your regular scheduled life. What would be the one thing you would tell everyone involved on either side of this issue here in Arizona? What's the one bit of wisdom we can glean from your mind? Because you've been through this on the East Coast.
Yeah. I mean, I think one thing is that I feel like information, like real good information, is hard to come by. And I think that people are really talking past one another because they're not asking basic questions like how is this going to be implemented? Like how are the police officers get trained? How much is it going to actually cost? Are they going to have to hire new people? And how real is the threat of racial profiling laws?
Exactly.
And also, the empirical data for making the case for it and against it, I think they have to be looked at. I think there's a lot of emotion, and it kind of keeps us from saying, okay, let's think very practically. How does this work? And it's one thing to be against illegal immigration, because most people are against it. Even the undocumented people, like, they don't want to be illegal. They just somehow feel like they don't have an option. So, given that most people are against illegal immigration, is this the best way? And I think there's a conflation sometimes between being against illegal immigration and being for this particular law. And there are many other options. Instead of just getting too focused on this one law. Because it's very difficult to implement this law. There are lots of downsides to it. There are all these consequences that people, I don't think, understand, and until they actually try it. So I think, but we don't want to learn the hard way, right?
No, we don't.
Let's look at exactly what happened in Brooklyn County. Look at examples from other places and see if there are other models. Look at best practices. So that's, I guess, where I am is that I would love to see people being able to talk beyond the rhetoric and say, can we agree on some basic facts and can we agree on sort of the parameters, and get past the rhetoric. The idea that that the immigrants, regardless of the status, but the fact that they have no rights, I mean, that's not true. They have some rights, but what are those rights, right?
Correct.
And, the whole idea that they're being separated from their families, is that enough of an argument to not have any kind of, enforcement of immigration law? That doesn't make sense either. It's like, I think that, we have to, I think we can come together and agree on some basic things instead of just throwing out barbs at one another. So I think that can happen. I've seen it happen with my eyes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And we thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
I appreciate it.
Annabel,
Thank you.